Hey, TrendCloud members, what's going on, everybody? Hope you all are doing well. Big shout out to Sarah and Seth for joining TrendCloud. They are our new members and they are getting started and going to be joining the conversation. So I'm excited to have them join up with us. And I wanted to go over the gold market really quick. In fact, let's just go over the metals market in general. 4-hour, 1-hour, 15-minute chart. I've got the full contract of gold up here. Look at gold, guys. It is extended. 4-hour chart. Let's open it up. 4-hour chart is extended. Look at those beautiful blue candles there. Let's focus in on that. Look at how we are completely extended here, okay? Fifth wave, this impulse was so strong that this entire move here is actually the fifth wave. We get a little bit of a pullback here into TrendCloud, super shallow because it's so strong. And, you know, gold is in the news. We're in a recession. The dollar is going down, you know. People are buying gold right now, so we really want to capitalize on that. Guys, we can make a boatload of money on gold futures right now. I really want you guys to take advantage of that. I am waiting for a recalculation, okay, of this 4-hour trend, right? Like it did right here. We had sideways movement for a long time, right? Look at this sideways movement on gold. Topped out right there. There's your market edge, pulled down, and just went sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, 7. It really just topped out in this general area until right here, right? Look at that. Beautiful break above all of this structure here. And then what did it do? It continued that trend. TrendCloud signals hit, and we just kept going up. Now we're extended, right? So we're due for that deep pullback below your trend cloud. And that's what's so great about using an objective, visualized trading system like TrendCloud. It's going to give you a very objective way to look at the price action. It's a visual representation of price action. And it's alerting you. If you don't have that on your chart, it's like, okay, well, where are we in the trend? How many waves has it already traveled? How far has this thing gone? Very difficult to see. So there you go. Visual representation of the price action, no matter what you're trading, stocks, futures, Forex, crypto, it's going to give you a visual representation of the price action so that you can make a better decision and use whatever strategy you'd like to employ, right? You want to just use supply and demand zones? Great. You want to use the momentum signals here, TrendCloud momentum signals? Great, do that. In fact, you can send it right to your phone. You know, on this 4-hour chart, if I wanted to get a signal on the higher time frame, I would just go over to this little alarm clock thing, click onto that, hit the plus button, and then go right here to TrendCloud. Okay, if you have your TrendCloud on there, once per bar, and we're going to look for an upward arrow. Just hit create, and this is what I'm going to get a text. It's going to show me gold, upward arrow triggered. Click on that, boom, there you go. So the next time I get an upward arrow on my 4-hour chart, it's going to send me a text. And I'm going, you know, maybe it's, I don't know, 7 o'clock at night, you're having dinner and you get a text. Hey, let me go check my stock chart here or futures chart. Okay. So I'm waiting for this to recalculate. How far is this correction going to go? Is it going to stop right here, just break below the 50, recalculate, and then go? Or is it going to hit the 100? Maybe it hits the 200. You'll never know. We don't know how far this is going to go. We just know that we've got some major levels of support, right? The 50, the 100, the 200. If you look left, okay, we're right inside of that demand zone. And then, I don't know, well, here's a rally-based rally, right? We could pull back to this crazy looking candle right here. Why don't we hit that and go right there, make another one? So that's all you can do, guys. You can just, you know, and that's pretty subjective, isn't it? That's a pretty subjective. That's why drawing out supply and demand zones, it is quite subjective. So you've got to go a little bit further and put some rules to it, like the move out, breakout, you know, how many basing candles, are you looking at? We go over all of that in the master class, okay? We go over all of that in the master class. You'll get that later on. Right now, just stay in the simulator and just draw this stuff out. Make quick assessments. Look at it, put stuff together. It's not rocket science, right? We're pulling back. Where's the level of support? Remember, support and resistance are very different than supply and demand, right? Support and resistance is more like mass psychology using those moving averages. And then supply and demand are the actual imbalances of buyers and sellers. Okay, so make sure you get that straight. And the way you see the imbalance is by looking for those formations, drop base rally, rally base drop sort of thing. Again, we go over all of that in the master class. Okay, so just take your time with that. But where are we getting in on gold? What do we want to do? I don't want to short gold, right? I want to buy gold, and I am getting ready to make a boatload, all right? Because you know how much money you can make just on one futures contract of gold, okay? So this thing pulls back, recalculates, then I'm going to start dropping down to my other time frames and looking for signs of trend reversal. Well, we're going to see that first off right here, right? We're going to see that on our little timing indicator here. This thing's going to start to turn green again, letting us know that we're coming out of the corrective phase and back into that upward impulse phase. Momentum filter is going to start turning green, letting us know that high time frame momentum is with us. Then we need to see, the middle time frame trend start to cross over like it crossed over to the bottom here. Well, we need to cross back over to the top. CCI indicator is going to start creeping above positive 100. Then we go over to the lower time frame and start looking for those signals. Now, looking at this right now, let's grab a little vertical axis line and let's put it right at, and I highly recommend you guys do this. Okay, go look at your charts and put a vertical axis line right on the crossover signal, that black plus sign on your middle time frame, and start to line stuff up. Go over here. Let's go to time. You'll learn all these little tricks here. That allows me to line all my charts up. Okay, so plus sign, put a vertical axis, read the chart. Okay, extended trend. All right, so the trend is failing. It's going to be going all the way down here. We know when the trend is extended, it likes to break below the 50. Okay, that's one piece of information. We are in a corrective phase, so the momentum is down, and we're still in that corrective phase right here at this point, and the momentum filter is red. Okay, so we've got a lot of downward pressure. The context of this trade is to the downside. All right, now we get the plus sign right here. They're right about, if we just move that line over 1, okay, right here, we know that we have fully crossed over and that plus sign is there. CCI is below negative 100. It actually went below negative 200. So that's the second piece of the puzzle, right? Third piece of the puzzle is looking for pullbacks into those supply and demand zones. Now we get an early signal right here. We get a TrendCloud signal right here at 10:15 in the morning, just last Friday. Could we take this? I think there's enough information here to take this trade, especially at 10 o'clock in the morning, right? When the metals market opens up a little earlier, but that is right in that sweet spot between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. That's when major moves take place. So down, extended trend, timer, corrective move. We're still in that corrective phase. Momentum is down. This plus sign is probably flashing on and off right now, okay? Intermediately. Candles are red. We're getting that crossover. We're way below negative 200 on CCI. And you get yourself a TrendCloud signal. Holy cow. Jump on that thing, man. And what does it do? Makes a really nice move, and then it pulls back. Let's get rid of that because it looks like a wick. Let's open this up, open up that 15-minute chart, and look at where this pullback comes and takes place. Beautiful. Look how it pulls back into this general area where the TrendCloud signal was produced. You can see, let me turn everything off here. You can see, look at this drop, base, base, drop. Okay, so TrendCloud is also going to, we can draw it right from here to here. I mean, do you guys see that? I'm going to make this red, okay? And look what we've got. Beautiful, right? Pulls back, 15-minute chart. Pulls back into this supply zone. Drop, base, drop. Here's your market edge. You can even look at this as a rally, base, 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 drop, okay? As long as it's less than 6 candles, but you do have a drop, base candle, drop right here. Again, we go over all of that in the masterclass, right? But look at that. Right up into that supply zone, whoosh, big move down, right? Again, do we really want to be shorting gold and taking the chance? Because most of the shorts on gold are going to be very short-lived. But because we looked at that high time frame, let's just put TrendCloud on there. Look at that signal. Okay, so this is actually pulling back into a supply zone, or it's pulling back into the TrendCloud signal itself. I know a few of you guys, I know Kazi loves using that technique to take entries, and it works very efficiently. And then we get confirmation, right? We get confirmation of these signals. TrendCloud signal, TrendCloud signal. We're going to ignore this, right? You're going to ignore a upward TrendCloud signal. Okay, so in the masterclass, we go over what signals to use and what signals to ignore, right? Every system has something like that, but we've got signals the whole way, even right here, the very end. So we're still early in the trend, so we have to assume, right? What do we have to assume? This fourth wave, right? Here's 3, correction 4, and then we'll make another 5th wave, if it in fact does that, right? If it makes a 5th wave and then starts maybe doing this. And that's when you'll see that like reverse head and shoulders pattern, and it'll look like that, right? Okay, so we might get something like that, right? 5th wave, this is going to turn ice blue, right, to represent an extended trend on your TrendCloud, and then it starts to move back up. And what does it want to do? It wants to go back up here and recalculate. Now on gold, we're going to assume, because everybody's buying gold and gold is going through the moon, that we're going to get something that looks like this, right? We're going to assume we get something that looks like this. Recalculates and then pulls back, finds support, and then starts to go back to the upside. And then we'll start breaking through that previous supply zone there. I don't want to get too technical. I tend to go off on a technical tangent, right? But that is what I wanted to just chat with you guys about on gold. So that's what we want to look for, guys. We want to look for some sort of reversal on gold and take advantage of that, and then start looking for our entry. We're not there yet. This needs to recalculate. We've got to go a little bit lower. The candle has to close below the 50, and then we can say, okay, now what is it going to do? We have to wait. We're not going to take this short. We're going, right now it's in your scanner, right, to go short, because momentum and trend are in alignment with each other. And it worked, right? It did work out today. Maybe you took the opening range of this. It worked out beautifully. Let's take a look at it. Let's look at the opening range. Just put the opening range on your chart here. Opening range. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so opening range here on gold, and we use the 15-minute, right? We use the 15-minute. So here's the open. It broke below. We are recalculating, or I'm sorry, we are retesting the opening range right now. So there are some people who are still going to continue to go short here. And, that's cool. You could do that. We actually got in super early, right? We got in super early to this back here. That's 3 o'clock in the morning, but look at where TrendCloud actually told you this was starting. Okay, so if you're crazy, you can say, all right, set your alert. 3 o'clock in the morning, you get 3:45 in the morning, you get your alert, and you made a boatload on this. But you'd have to be crazy and be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and who the heck wants to do that, So I would just wait for the crossover or this downward trend to start failing, right? To start ending, and look for the reversal, right? Look for your reversal patterns on that lower time frame. I believe the 5-minute is extended. Yeah, look at that. So the 5-minute is extended. There you go. There's your 5th wave, 6th wave, and a little sideways movement. Boom, break to the upside. All right, so 5-minute has broken to the upside. It's recalculating. Is it going to continue down, go sideways, or go up? Well, that's why we use multiple time frame analysis to understand and get a better fix on that. Again, that's going to refer back to your masterclass. So that's it, guys. A little review on gold. We'll take a look at, let's go over to copper. Let's go over to copper and just take a look at that. Okay, and we are on the Z contract. And wow, okay, so same thing. Look at copper. Look at this. I mean, this is so useful, guys. This is so useful. Look at this beautiful pin bar here. Beautiful bearish reversal candle in the 7th wave. You're in an extended trend. You've got this huge reversal candle, and look at all this bearish divergence that you've been aware of since all the way back here. That momentum filter is so useful, guys. So as price keeps going up, we're getting these bearish signals on your momentum filter. TrendCloud is giving you a very objective way of looking at all of this. Let's take a look at the opening range on copper. Okay. Look at this, guys. It was so strong on copper, the opening range, it doesn't even pull back to retest that opening range. But we got the TrendCloud signal on there. Drop a vertical axis line on there. Could we have taken this trade? Hell yeah. Extended trend, 4-hour chart. Nice bearish reversal candle. Cycle indicator pointing down. Momentum filter pointing down, right? Crossover signal just starting to cross over to the downside on your 1-hour chart, your trending time frame. CCI indicator below -100. It's actually, yep, below -100. TrendCloud signal right after the open. Beautiful. Where would you have entered that trade? Right below the wick of that candle, right there. Stop loss would go right there. Let's open this up. Okay, and this is what it would look like. Stop loss, entry, boom. Travels down, 6th wave, the candles start going, turning ice blue. Hey, use that as your exit. Use the extended trend as your exit. That's it. Okay, so why take a chance on this going, further down? I mean, this is short-term rapid growth, guys. We're not holding a futures contract for months at a time. Short-term rapid growth, that's what it's all about. And that's it. Okay, so there you go. So that is one way of doing it. There might have been some breakout traders here. We always like to take the retest of that opening range. It always ends up working out for the best. But if you get a TrendCloud signal on the breakout and that middle time frame is below, the CCI is below -100, and you've got downward momentum on the high time frame, holy cow, what more do you want? Like, that is what we're looking for, to take those TrendCloud signals. So there you go. So that is a beautiful move today right off of the open on copper, and that is definitely money maker right there. Let's go over to silver. I have to rearrange this a little bit better. There we go. Okay, let's go over to silver. And okay, so look at silver gave you the retest. We got TrendCloud signals. We've got the retest of those TrendCloud signals, and boom, beautiful move to the downside. Okay, beautiful move to the downside there. Let's go over to the 15-minute chart. I was on the 5-minute. Oops, let's see. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Let's open this up. Yep, there you go. Take a look. Open this up fully. So again, silver, TrendCloud signal right at the open, pulls back into that TrendCloud signal or retests the opening range and then makes a nice move down. Okay, makes a nice move down. And now what we're doing is we're actually retesting again. And look what we've got right here, right? There's your drop base drop. See how we put everything together that we learned? Everything from, you know, whatever school you went to and whatever mentor you learned from, everything can be put together TrendCloud, because TrendCloud is simply a visual representation of the price action. When you can see that, when you can see price action clearly by using a system like TrendCloud, you can apply any strategy that you want just more efficiently, right? So here we're using the opening range breakout and some supply and demand zones, and we've got that extra edge using TrendCloud, right? We're using that TrendCloud on there. Otherwise, you'd just be looking at this. It's nice to see the trend and to get those TrendCloud signals. So, you know, if you're looking at the entire metals market, you don't have to have a separate screen to look at it. You can just simply set up those signals. So again, you would do that by clicking onto the chart. Here's a 15-minute chart. There's our 4-hour chart on gold. Click onto the plus sign, go to TrendCloud, and we're going to look for down arrow, once per bar close, and create. Okay, and there you go. All right, so every time we get a downward signal, because we are on the re-entry here, it will send you a signal right to your cell phone. Okay, so that is what you would do. That'd be the procedure. One more, let's look at platinum, PL, go over to platinum. Okay, so look at this scenario. So again, 15-minute chart, we're already extended. We're already extended, breaking out to the downside. I would not chase that, right? Because that move is going to be very short-lived. You can see a TrendCloud signal is forming right here now. See how it's blinking? The signal is forming and then going away. That's because the candle hasn't closed yet, and that's why when we do a TrendCloud phone signal, you want to use when the candle closes. It says when candle closes. So when the candle closes, that's when it will send you the signal. Otherwise, every time a signal is produced, it's going to send you a text message, and we don't want that. We want it, like right now, it'd be sending you a text message if you didn't use upon closing of candle, right? Or whatever it says. So make sure that candle is fully closed, and then you can take the signal. But we're extended, right? Platinum is extended. So I'm not going to be chasing an extended trend to the downside. I'm going to be waiting for that first sign of trend reversal, that first break of structure. That's what I'm going to be going for. That's what I'm going to be looking at. So if we drop down to the 5-minute chart, there you go. This thing went 7 waves, right? Gave you a lot of nice signals on the 5-minute chart on the breakout, right? Beautiful. You know, you could have taken this signal right here. Here's a TrendCloud signal. Here's a retest of that TrendCloud signal. Boom. Nice short-term trade right there. I would not be chasing this, right? Because we're extended. And look what's happening. Here's the low, pulls back. Here's the higher low. And we have just broken through that 5-minute structure. So this could be your very first inkling, you know, that very first sign of trend reversal. Okay, so right now we just have a break of the price action back to the upside. Has this bottomed out yet? Well, you'll never know, but we have a visual representation of it. Okay? All right, guys, that's enough. Don't want the video to get too long. If you have any questions, hit me up, and I will see you in the next